Hello everybody, today is Saturday, November 23rd, and we're here with Misty's puppies. They are about 3.5 weeks old, and they're very mobile and getting used to playing and things like that. I'm gonna move a few of them. They're kind of behind the camera, get them out to where you can see them, and see if we can get a few of them playing. You're gonna hear them whining a little bit. So Misty wants to hog the show for the camera time. So Misty's out of the room. So this is a good time for them to have some no mama time. So you might hear a few of the pups talking and looking for mama, and that's to be expected. So we're doing some gradual desensitization and getting them more confident without mama around and things like that. So this is one of the little obstacles we have that we bring into the puppy room at this age, so that they can begin exploring, and they're still getting used to it. They're able to explore places. We start to help them figure out things. They have to climb in over the little thresholds to get through there. And then there's a few places that they can peek out and look through and come through out on the other side. And we like these. It helps them develop some confidence with a few things. This is also a great place for us to kind of sit down when we come in and hang out with the pups, and we'll have play times with them out in the family room. That's where Misty is just out the door is our family room, so she's hanging out while the kids are watching a movie. And so these pups have had a pretty good meal. I'm gonna step back and look at the camera for a second. I want to point the pups in the right direction and make sure you can see them pretty good when I move them around here for everybody to see. These pups just had a pretty good meal. Got Mr. Gray or Miss Gray here. They just had a pretty good meal. Their teeth are barely starting to poke through. So they're at the phase where mama is able to let them take a break from nursing and start on some soft foods and things like that. We've got a little water bowl over behind me so the pups can start to figure out water and lapping up water and eating soft foods and things like that. So this is Miss Yellow right now in my hand. So I was just holding Miss Gray. This is Miss Yellow. As you can see, the pups are a little bit tired still. I'm gonna get them up and moving, and we'll see if they will walk around for you at all. Can't tell a puppy to try to show off for a camera. They just kind of do their own thing when they want to do it. So this is Miss Dark Pink. And who else do I have by me? I've got Miss Teal right here. She's doing good. And you actually might hear Misty in the background. Outside of this room, out in the family room, we actually have a crate out there. And that's where Misty's hanging out for a minute while the kids are watching the show. Mostly because she's gonna want to come back to her pups. And so the crate is a chance for her to settle for a second, and we gradually start the weaning process. So don't do anything in big, bulky periods of time. So this little video time will be our chance to let her spend a few minutes away from her pups and then come back in and realize her pups are just fine without her. This is Miss Purple. I just held up Mr. Blue, I believe, a minute ago. So the mamas are very keen on their pups and spending time with them, and we have to help them realize that their pups are gonna be fine without them, and they need to spend time without their pups, just like their pups need to spend time without their mama. This is Mr. Light Blue, and I can tell right now he just about overate. He is so full. He was loving dinner time, man. He has a round tummy, so they're getting plenty when it comes to their soft foods and things like that. This is Miss Light Pink here, and I think I've held all of them up. So as we start to work with the pups and help them gain confidence and start to explore the world and things like that, we have to, you know, we could just be indifferent and let them figure everything out on their own, but we want to help stimulate their brain and kind of get things on the fast track for things in life, and it seemed to work well for us in the past. So oftentimes we'll actually put them in some of these spaces and let them realize they can go in and they can come back out. So put Miss Gray in that other side, and I'm gonna put Miss Yellow on this side, and we'll see who decides to walk out. And we got a few of them that are really being sleepyheads right now, and that's totally fine. It's possible that if we got Miss Gray figuring out to come out this side. Yeah. I had plans to bring in this obstacle earlier, a couple days ago, and I just hadn't got around to it. So today, this is actually their first time. So that's Mr. Dark Blue going in. And we'll see, he might just go back to sleep. So we've got 3 of them in there right now. We got Mr. Light Blue totally zonked out after a big meal. We got a few of these other pups figuring out the doors, things like that, how to get in and out. This is a little bit of a simulation place for them with acclimating to crates. It's an enclosed space. It's got, light can go in and they can go in and out of the door. But it's good to let them kind of go into an enclosed space, and they get to pass in and out freely without ever feeling trapped. So it helps them acclimate to crate time later, to know that they can kind of go into a space that's a lot smaller than a room, and they can come right back out of the space. So we got Mr. Dark Blue coming out. Miss Purple went in and she came right back out. Miss Gray is out. We got Miss Yellow, Miss Gray went back in. Miss Yellow came back out. So Mr. Blue decided to go for a walk and hang out over there. So who do we have? We got Light Pink. I'm gonna put her in this side. We've got Gray, Miss Gray hanging out by the door. And we'll go to that side. And Mr. Light Blue, he had a meal and a half. I'm just looking at his tummy, thinking, boy, you really picked out on his food. So I don't know if I put him in here, I'm not sure if he's gonna work his way back out. We'll see. I might turn this a little bit so that if somebody comes out that side, you can see, or if somebody comes out this side, you can see. This is Miss Dark Pink here. We're gonna help her go in. So this is a little bit of a fun video. It's a kind of a milestone video. You can use this obstacle, this little play station, as a gauge a little bit. You're gonna see that these pups, they're barely as tall right now as this lower yellow section, and you're gonna see in just a little while, they're gonna get nice and big, and they're gonna grow fast. Pretty soon their whole head will fill up that circle, that little window circle there. So we got Miss Yellow and Miss Purple. They're talking to me. They're looking for Mom. We got Miss Pink, Dark Pink, that decided to find her way out. And I'm looking in here, and the other pups have just settled in. They actually just laid down. They're snuggling together. Like they're just gonna hang out and not come out. But since they gotta be on the video, I'm gonna bring them out. So Miss Gray just snuggled up with her siblings in there. Decided that's far enough. They can just fall right asleep in there and be just fine. So I'm gonna bring out Big Blue. I think he was one of the ones that was like, I don't need to go anywhere anytime soon right now. Got a big meal, and he's gonna just hang out. And Miss Pink, she's got her head down in there. Light Pink, she was content to go in and lay right down. And just, she said to herself, I'm good in here. This looks like a fun place to call home for a minute. So it's really good to have something for the puppies to experience, do some mental stimulation, do some problem solving. We got to figure out how to go in, how to step over the threshold. Right now this threshold's maybe, gosh, 3 inches tall. It's not that tall at all, but it's a step over. They got to kind of drag their tummy over that and sneak their back legs in to figure it out. And pretty soon that's going to be no problem for them. But for right now, it presents a challenge. And that's what we need to do, is find some age-appropriate challenges for them that they need to accomplish to do things. And pretty soon they're going to be chasing each other all around, running in and out. And pretty soon it's going to be a traffic jam in here with all of these obstacles as they play and run and have fun. But for now, it's a pretty mild event for them. They're not too wild yet. Yet being the key word. They're going to get to be very playful and very energetic, and they're going to go to power level 10 in no time. These next few days, as they start to acclimate with a little bit of different foods and things like that, I think mama's milk really tends to help them sleep good. I don't know if melatonin, I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just content with mama's milk, but I think they sleep a lot when they nurse a lot, and as they gradually nurse a little bit less and get some different food in them, I feel like it gives them different kind of energy inclination. So now that they're hanging out here, I'm going to start moving the camera around and giving you some close-up time of these pups. Get you a little bit closer to their face. You can only see about 1/3 of this room right now in the camera, so the room's pretty big. They have plenty of room to play around and run around. I'm going to purposely try to keep them here in close proximity to me, simply for the benefit of the video and getting everybody their fair share of screen time and their few minutes of fame here. So we got Miss Teal, Miss Purple, Miss Dark Pink. She has really gone to sleep. We got Mr. Dark Blue right here, Mr. Light Blue. Those two are using each other for pillows. We've got Miss Yellow, and underneath here, Miss Gray. She's kind of laying on her belly, and Miss Light Pink. So beautiful pups, growing exactly on track with what we want to see for this age of pups. And I do think that they're all going to decide the next one is as good as a Sealy Posturepedic mattress, and snuggle all together and crash. It's been a while since I gave them their food, a couple of hours, and I knew after I fed them earlier that they were going to be very tired, so I gave them a couple of hour break between when they had their meal and when I started the video. I was hoping that some of those calories would have revved them up a little bit more to be a little bit more playful, but there's a good chance that while I was busy doing other things that Mama let them nurse, and they're going to decide it's nap time no matter what I try. But my goodness, how cute is that? Nap time or play time, it all is good. Yeah. Mr. Light Blue, Mr. Dark Blue's got his head tucked in here. Miss Dark Pink, Miss Purple, Miss Teal, Miss Yellow's over here. When they go to sleep, they will actually start to, there's something about their sleep cycle. They start to kind of quiver. You might see their bodies quiver. I don't know what that is, but there's some sort of mental process in their sleep. They quiver. So this is Miss Light Pink here. And I think that's everybody. Gosh, they're out for the count. I hope you enjoyed this video today. We'll do another one. Give them some more playtime and new experiences to try as they grow. We'll take you through several of the things we do to introduce them to new things, have them start experiencing life in this big world around them. Thanks for watching.